Hello and welcome to round 11 here at Russia. I know, with the things that's going on at the moment with Russia and Ukraine and all that. Nothing I can do about the race. It's part of the Formula 2 calendar. But as soon as I jump into Formula 1 in literally 2 days' time, there will be no Russian Grand Prix on the calendar. I am going to take Mazepin's place alongside Mick Schumacher at Haas. I know it's got the controversial sponsor on. God, I had a brain fart then. But yeah, I do. That's what I'm gonna have to do. But we're gonna listen to Kevin Wilson in a second. But first, we'll listen to the commentators talk.
And here in Russia, today's race is about to start. We're at the Sochi Autodrome, and the drivers on the grid are almost ready to begin. Join us as we enjoy today's Formula 2 event. The Sochi Autodrome is a 3.6-mile circuit encompassing venues built for Russia's 2014 Olympics. Close barriers will make overtaking difficult in places, but much of the track can be taken flat out. The fans definitely won't be left wanting when it comes to the spectacle of sheer speed. With me at Sochi for the Russian event is Davide Valsecchi. This is a long and complex circuit. Davide, what are your thoughts heading into it?
Hi Alex. Yeah, you're right. This is still a very exciting circuit. Lots of winding turns and high-speed straights. The racing here should be extremely close from start to finish. I think we'll see a great race today, and I can't wait to get underway.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Lee lines up on pole position, and it's Marcus Armstrong in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Schumacher, Giotto, Jack Aitken, and Ilott, Matsushita, Samaya, Markelov, Louis Delatraz, Sonoda, Dragovic, Giuliano Alesi, and Ticktum, Piquet, Daruvala, Mazepin, and Sean Galeo, Nissani, Sato, Joe, and Christian Lundgaard completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Doing time on the mind is just like being in prison. The foreman's like a warden, occupational health and safety fucking dickheads. But these are the cunts that are running the show and tell me what I gotta do. So I flick through me WorkSafe company Bible and see if there's a rule that tells me whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank. Is there some sort of protocol I gotta follow in case I have an accident? Don't wanna breach company rules and regs. Don't wanna give the sack. Whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank? Whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank? Is there a course or lecture I gotta attend, or safety film I should see? Do a risk appraisal on jacking off, make sure I pump the sump safely. Should we be calling for a toolbox meeting or a workshop group think tank? Just who's the boss at tossing off if I want to have a wank? And here's something else. Does health and safety cover masturbation? Get him to check out his me wank site, say. Tape off the area and tag me balls. Could be a lot of back pressure and spray. Will I be needing any specialist equipment, apart from Vaso, Porno and a mop? Will they have first aid or the fire brigade in case of friction burns to me cock? So tell me whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank? Should I be wearing wet weather gear when I drain the tadpole tank? Don't wanna breach company rules and regs. Don't wanna get the sack. So whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank? Whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank? What about high-vis clobber or breathing apparatus? Or non-skid steel cap boots? Or strap myself into a safety harness when I purge the procreation tube? Will I be needing an assistant? Like an apprentice or maybe a TA? Or one of them big-titted Sheilas from the office give a hand? Mate. Should I be wearing a hard hat or rubber gloves? Or safety goggles for me eyes? Or a ground sheet covering the wank's face when them backed up sperms start flying? Invite the foreman and that health and safety mob to make sure that I'm doing it right. And when I release me nutsack tsunami, them cunts can clean up the fucking site. But first I've gotta know, whose permission have I gotta get if I wanna have a wank? Should we advise the RSPCA before I give the monkey a spank? Don't want to breach company rules and regs. Don't want to get the sack. So whose permission have I got to get?
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Whose permission have I got to get if I want to have a wank? Whose permission have I got to get if I want to have a wank? Got off the red-eye special from London. I'd been over there 4 or 5 weeks, playing gigs all over the place, from Inverness to Southend-on-Sea. And me mates at the gate were waiting. "G'day, Kev," they all shouted in chorus. I said, "Hang on, you blokes, now look, this is not a joke, but just can't call me Kev anymore." And they said, "What? Fucking what? Gotta call me Muhammad Ahmad Likmas. Changed my name a bit since I seen yous last. But I ain't changed, I just changed my name to Muhammad Ahmad Likmas." At first they thought I was joking, but they know I don't tell them porky pies. I said, "You'll be tripping on your tongue for a couple of months, but you get used to saying it after a while." Then the cans in their hands started shaking as they slipped from their grip and hit the floor. I said, "I'm thinking about this, I'm not taking the piss, you just can't call me Kev anymore." And they said, "What? Fucking what? Gotta call me Muhammad Ahmad Likmas."
We're leading our teammate by 3.0 seconds.
But I ain't changed, I just changed my name to Muhammad Ahmad Likmas. You see, I run into this Arab bloke in London. He was driving a cab at the time. Bit of a fender bender in the car park, and look, no one was hurt, and we were both fine. Yep, just a bit of a scratch, and that was that. And really no one was to blame. So instead of getting the coppers involved, we agreed to exchange names. What? Fucking what? Swap mine for Muhammad Ahmad Likmas. Changed my name with him since I seen yous last. But I ain't changed, I just changed my name to Muhammad Ahmad Likmas. So if you see an Arab cabbie in London with a funny little thingy on his head, and he's playing camel music in his mini cab, that'd be him, that'd be Kev. So give him a tip if you think of it when he drops off where you gotta go. Then give him a decent old slap on the back and say Muhammad says hello. Bet he says, "What? Fucking what? My new friend, Muhammad Ahmad Likmas. He calls me Kev. Funny bastard. Hope he's liking his new name. Muhammad Ahmad Ahmad. Muhammad Ahmad Ahmad.
This is your final lap of the race.
Mum, there's a dog outside. What I'd like you to see. Mum, if it's all right, I'd like to keep him here with me. 'Cause I never seen a dog like that. He's got another head in the middle of his back, and he's got 6 legs, so he'd be good at chasing cats. He's a double-decker dog. Mum, his back arm's black, but his front bit's really white. Don't be frightened. He's not gonna bite. 'Cause he looks too tired. He looks worn out. And both his heads have got their tongues hanging out. And he's upping and he's puffing and he's frothing at the mouth. He looks really, really friendly. Mum, they're cruel next door, 'cause all they did was laugh. Mum, why are you filling up the bucket? Do you think he needs a bath?
Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
Myself. And I don't need those bloody kids next door to help. It's my double-decker dog, so I'll bath him by myself. Wish that'll just go piss off.
That's a fantastic performance from Kramer. It hardly looked in doubt.
Mum,
So, Davide,
them
how
kids
exactly
next
did they
door
set
are
themselves apart?
teasing me, poor dog.
This race was about
Ma?
one thing and one thing only.
They're pricks
Precision.
next door.
Anyone
'Cause
can
now
be
they're
good for just
chucking
one
rocks.
lap, but there's a difference between that
And if they hit him, Mum,
Every
well,
lap,
I'll be
over and
inside.
over
He
and
gets them
over.
6 legs
You can
going,
do that.
they'll be
You
running
can
for
gain
their
ground
lives, and with
when
his
your
second
opponents
set of
make
fangs,
mistakes.
he could
But
bite
then
them
not
all
make
twice,
mistakes
so
on your
better
own.
stop
You can just
fucking
push
around.
and push.
As we look back on a thrilling race here today, we can now see the drivers take their places on the podium. It's a familiar sight by now, as it's
Mum, one gun jumped the fence and kicked him in the cots.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the drivers. And
His dog took off and was heading for the park, but he ran across the road and got skittled by a car and it snapped me dog in half. Mom! Mom! Quick, come outside! You won't believe your eyes! Mom! It's me double-decker dog! He's back! He's still alive! I don't know how he's done it, but he's together again! Something different, Mum! I can't explain, but he's front bastard lay sprawled on the nursing home floor. He'd been wanking and fell out of his chair. And as he fell on his guts, his colostomy bust, splatter and muck and guck and shit everywhere. It was all up the wall on the matron and all. It was caked on her apron and hair. And as we ducked the cover, that filthy old bugger just sat there with his cock in his hand. Ah, couldn't have been a worse day, 'cause it was his birthday with the rallies rallied all round his bed. Absolutely amazed that it actually made another birthday, 'cause he should have been dead. With all that mucking and fighting that he'd done in his life, he should have been hung years ago by any number of blokes whose missus did cope with that monster he was stroking there now. Ah, Granddad's got his stiffy, Granddad's got his bone. Somebody better get Nana in quick, we promised her we'd phone. He's OD'd on Viagra, call grandmother up on the phone. Granddad's got his stiffy, Granddad's got his bone. But he just wouldn't stop when, so we chucked on a blanket so the women and kids couldn't see. His battered banana hanging out his pyjamas and the cum stain and shit on his sheets. But that filthy old bastard, that cackling bastard, just waving his slug in the air. And by the look in his eye, matron knew it was time. Everybody get the fuck out of here! 'Cause Granddad's got his stiffy, Granddad's got his bone. Somebody better get Nana in quick, we promised her we'd phone. 'Cause Granddad's going ballistic, call grandmother up on the phone. Granddad's got his stiffy, Granddad's got his bone. Ah, Granddad's got his stiffy, Granddad's got his bone. Somebody better get Nana in quick, we promised her we'd phone. He's pulling himself to pieces, call grandmother up on the phone. Granddad's got his stiffy, Granddad's got his bone. Oh, Granddad's got his stiffy, Granddad's got his bone. Two old hookers in a Kalgoorlie brothel only work pension day. Sitting knitting mittens for the grandkids, passing the time away. But talking about the stuff that old hookers talk about, like the size of an average dick. When one of them said, biggest dick I ever seen belonged to a local kid. And his cock's got ribs, you should have seen the fucking thing. And you should see the bell end of that all-day sucker. Yes, his cock's got ribs, there's a knee joint in the middle of his hand, prime, teary-eyed, blue-veined, purple-headed, monster custard chucker. He was only a paper boy back then when he come in with a fortnight's pay. And when I seen that cock tucked into his sock, I nearly fainted away. I thought, this bone I ain't sharing. I'm keeping this cock for me. And you know what, honey? I'm giving back your money. You can come in here for free.
You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep this up.
And you should see the bell end on that all-day sucker. Yes, his cock's got ribs. There's a knee joint in the middle of his hand, prime, teary-eyed, blue-veined, purple-headed, zipper-split, monster custard chucker. And then she said, I reckon that kid could have turned into a gigolo. With his cheeky grin and a cock like that, he'd be rolling in the dough. But
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
And you know what he's doing now? He's standing here singing this song, so
to teammate behind is 8.0 seconds. They're on old super softs. They're in 8th. The time last lap was a 1:50.0.
Son gotta talk to you. Sit yourself down. Your old man's got something to say. What you ought to know about the birds and the bees and the bees.
This is your final lap of the race.
There are some rules that us men folk must follow. And
This is your final lap of the race.
You can bang anything that you find on the farm here, but don't touch your sister, she's fine. You can go pound the mutton as much as you want, maybe Grandma will give you a hand. Or go ask your mother, 'cause she's been waiting for you to grow into a man. You can go porcupine, but just you be careful of pricking your dick on the spine. No telling where else you can go, dunk your biscuit, but don't touch your sister, she's fine. Don't touch your sister or you'll be in trouble, 'cause that sort of thing just ain't done. If you feel like twitching from down in your britches, go somewhere else for your fun. You can go shagging sheep with that Tasmanian tiger, but they're getting damn hard to find. There's heaps of other places you can pickle your pecker, but don't touch your sister, she's fine.
Car gap behind is 6.9 seconds.
You probably won't know that you left. But when you finish, just button his flannels and prop him back up in his chair. You can go from the postie or buck the flying doctor or the preacher when he calls next time. Or just stab the rabbit or choke on the chicken, but don't touch your sister, she's fine.
Absolutely awesome.
Them
Just
crows
amazing.
ain't up
Well
there
done.
when you know how to catch 'em. Just bark and they'll think that you're dead. And don't turn your back on the cat 'cause it scratches, but potty calves love giving head.
So another
You can
excellent
do what
win
you
from
like
Kramer.
to the horses and cattle, the chicken, the goats and the swine.
Davide,
You can
made
go
the
stick
difference.
your dick up a dead dingo's arsehole, but don't touch your sister, she's fine. Don't touch your sister, 'cause you'll be in trouble, 'cause that sort of thing just
But
ain't
at the end of the
done.
day, the difference here
If
is
you
down
feel
to
like
simply
twitching
being
from
faster
down
on
in
track
your
than everyone
britches, go
else.
look
Amazing
somewhere else
skill
for
and
your fun. You can do what you like to the horses and cattle.
Looks
the
like it's time for the
chickens,
victory
goats
ceremony
and the
once
swine.
again, as I can
You
see
can
the
go
drivers beginning to
stick
make their
your
way
dick
out
up
for
a
the
dead
celebrations.
dingo's arsehole,
See it
but
on
don't
their
touch your
faces.
sister,
It's
she's
another
fine.
marvellous team win
No
for Kramer
telling
today.
where else you can go, dunk your biscuit, but don't touch your sister, she's mine. You can go plant your cock in a wallaby's whizzer, but don't touch your sister, she's mine.
After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the driver's table. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
It's a difficult call, but I'm going to give it to the Prema driver. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 2, so it was a great effort.
So then, after today's event, Prema have claimed the team's championship. Meanwhile, High-Tech GP's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Right, so I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit that bell for notifications. And Abu Dhabi will be tomorrow. And until then, I'll see you all again. Goodbye.